Hey, okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Green Bay Packers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got?
Here's the man who's led the league in rushing twice in 3 seasons, Ezekiel Elliott. Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A big play there on the first play of the game. Give him 53 yards on the ground.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. Now Elliott. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the Packers' 8-yard line.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Elliott. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit, a great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4. We got 46. 31's the mic. Here I come. Off.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. And Forbath will put this one through. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, it kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
At their own 25-yard line.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Kill.
They'll go with their leading rusher from a season ago. This is Aaron Jones. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Check 52.
Now it's Rodgers. Lets it go for Nelson. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Packers. J.J. Nelson, 76 yards. And the Packers have taken the lead. Well, they had gone run the previous play. Nice little setup. This time they go play action. Defense bites a bit, and they hit for a big play in the end zone.
So they sold it really well, didn't they? Because of just what you described. They ran it the previous play, come back with the same action, and now they step back and throw it and get a big play for a touchdown. But what happens as a defensive back is your eyes have to go to the right place. You always hear Coach talk about, are your eyes in the right spot? Well, this time the eyes went to the play action. It froze their feet. They weren't moving, and he went on past them and caught the pass for a touchdown.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
From the 27, Prescott. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
47.
To throw is Prescott. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
He talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Rip left, rip left. Check left, right left. 3, 1, 3. Hey, switch gears. Check it back.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. 2 former All-Pros connecting. Rodgers finding his tight end, Graham. Packer first down.
Hey, Zoo. Wrap. Out. Shit.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. Caught by Nelson. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
To throw again on second down. Rodgers. Jones has it. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
A gain of 13 yards. And a Packer first down.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Watch the eye.
They'll get this out wide. It's Nelson with it. No gain there on the completion. Second and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Rodgers to throw once more. And his throw here's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Here comes the seventh play now of this drive, as this is third and 10.
Let's go. Pick it up, G. He's coming. Double up.
And again, it's Rodgers. It's caught. Jones. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 20-yard line.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. Rodgers will bring him up to the line, first and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Crosby with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on first and 10. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his second rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
54, go to 54. 126.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Prescott nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for the loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Hey, 47.
Prescott from the gun. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Box it. Get 300. Get 300. 5. Check. Watch 54.
Here's Rodgers to throw. He completes it to Nelson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Look at the 8. 54. Watch the run. Check.
On play action. Now Rodgers. They'll roll him out right. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Jalen Smith able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. Finding room inside the 40. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. 31 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 31 yards. And a Packer first down.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
318. They can't hang with that.
Rodgers now on first down. He sets up the screen to Jones. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
318. Hey, check 26. Check 43. Check 4. Go.
Rodgers going to throw. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively.
He's got a man. Complete. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown. Cowboys. Amari Cooper. 83 yards. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, able to avoid him.
Now that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Check. Crunch. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you've got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. But it's going to be 2nd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eric Berry, the safety, comes flying in for the sack. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Prescott looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Again, it's Jones. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones with his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And this one also slow and developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
Leads to third and 11.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Prescott down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jair Alexander in from the corner to make the sack.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes.
Mike 22, Mike 22. Check. Wahoo. Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Big stop, D.
On fourth, they do snap it to Prescott. Complete to Jason Witten. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Not often do fourth down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, first and 10. Elliott. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
54 Mike. Here we go.
10th carry now for Elliott. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
47. 26.
On third down, it's Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Jair Alexander, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. That is now seven interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Alert 3. Showing up. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check tight. Slam. Hey, 88. Check 25.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And a solid run down inside the 30. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the 29, Rodgers. Hauling it in, Nelson. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks, because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to it.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. First down, and it's Pollard again. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Here's Prescott. His throw incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, but now it'll be third down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Pass on target, Prescott to Cooper. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 43. Looking back to Cooper's numbers from last year after that trade, he ended up playing 9 games for the Cowboys in 2018, 725 yards, 6 scores. Also had the 100-yard game in the playoffs against the Rams. And if you add up the numbers between the two teams last year, he was over 1,000 for the 3rd time in 4 NFL seasons. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play here for the Cowboys. 42 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in. And they catch him here and stop him for no gain.
And he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. Through a couple of plays, this Green Bay defense is held strong. Now it's 3rd and goal. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
There we go, count. Right there, 54, right there, 50. Here we go. 54, come on. 26.
Prescott to throw on 4th. Steps, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Blake Jarwin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Let's go.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Last year, Dak Prescott had 3 fourth-quarter comebacks, and he's in search of another one right now. On 2nd and 7, Prescott. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Watch the screen. 36. Big Ed. Slam. Right now. You got 58. No.
And And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. It appears he'll be a few inches short, so 9 yards on the gain officially, and it'll be third down.
Makes it third and inches.
Inside. Hey, Alpha.
Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. And Adams has it complete. And he's going to have the first down as he's marked down just shy of the 20. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
They're running it. Watch the safety creep. Check, 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 check.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
At the 26-yard line.
You don't want it. Slam, slam.
Rodgers throwing here. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. 23 yards the pickup there.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Now this time Rodgers will throw. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Sean Lee, the longtime vet, getting in and getting to the QB. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Looking deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
The extra point up and good, but this one was decided anyway, as that will be the final action in this ball game. So we had action to the very end of this one. The score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end, and you know some coaches preach that and tell their teams, that's what I want all the time, and they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.